this video is kind of how not to put a generator in. So he's got, this is done by another electrician too. He's got a 6.3 Romax, and it is wired in to the main lugs of this panel, and it's going over to no breaker. He could have put, if he'd have put it in a breaker right here, he could have put a 50 amp breaker and fed the Romax, but see, his wire was too short, he couldn't reach. He still could have moved a breaker, but anyway, should have put a 50 amp breaker. If he wanted to feed this bus bar, he should have protected that wire with a 50 amp breaker, but he main lugged it instead. Then he fed it over here right into this panel. This is a 125 amp panel, and this 125 amp panel is getting straight 200 amp power off those main lugs, no breaker. This wire right here is going outdoor to a dryer plug, which I'll show you. Dryer plug is out here. No, that's ours. Some of you may be wondering, how do you connect a portable generator up to your house? This is how not to connect a portable generator up to your house. So we had this dryer plug, which we've taken out. I just left it here to show you. This is an indoor rated plug in an outdoor box. This female was wired into this disconnect. This disconnect was feeding into that sub panel I showed you. So when you plug a generator up to here, turn this breaker on, that sub panel would get hot, and then he could turn, and then when that sub panel would be hot, he could feed power over and feed his whole panel. And that required human intervention. It required the lady here to hit all these different breakers and switches and remember to turn the main power off at her house, and if she didn't, why, she risked blowing up her generator or starting a fire or killing herself or killing a lineman. So this is like how not to do a generator. Now there is some stuff in the NEC code about if you want to connect a generator up to your house temporarily, as long as there's qualified persons. This doesn't work like that. I don't think she's a qualified person. The other thing he did is he gave her a male cord with 2 male plugs as a suicide plug. So what you do with a suicide plug is you kill yourself. You take it, the way you would kill yourself with a suicide plug is you would wheel your generator out, power's out, dark outside. Hopefully you've remembered to turn the main breaker off at the panel, because if you haven't, you're either going to get your generator blown up or you're going to kill the lineman working on the line. So the suicide plug has 2 male plugs. So you plug one end into your generator, you plug the other end into here. Well, if your generator's running, this will kill you. If she forgets to turn the power off, or the power comes back on while she hasn't thought about it, and she's plugged in right here, like so, now she's hot here. She could be.
All 200 amps.
So yeah, all 200 amps. So there's so many ways to kill yourself. It's like a James Bond movie or something. So this is a suicide plug. This is how not to wire a generator.